Hello, hello, hello. Fraser Brookes here, coming to you live from Cologne in Germany still. I don't know why I always look left every time I say Cologne, just to double check that I'm still here. But yeah, pleasure to be coming to you tonight from Cologne, talking to you about how to motivate your team. So if you're jumping on, let me know that you can hear me. Just type in the comments or something and say, hey Fraser, I can hear you, just so I know. I know there's been a few Facebook algorithm changes, so it'll be interesting to see how many people we get on live tonight, because I've noticed over like the last 4 or 5 days since they made some updates, what's been going on with different people's posts and engagement. So let me know. Can't hear anything. Hey, hey, hey. If you can't hear anything, you can't hear what I'm about to say anyway. So yeah, just log back off and back on again. If you're watching the replay, then do me a favor and drop in replay in the comments. Obviously, if you're watching this live, that won't apply to you. So let's kind of crack onto it. Real quick, an update on the tickets. So as you know, like last week I told you, after the first week of sales, we sold a ridiculous number of tickets. I managed to increase the venue size at literally every event. London, we have had to change the venue 3 times, which is just madness. Cardiff, we're almost sold out. Birmingham, we're almost sold out. Haydock, I've managed to get a bigger room. Leeds, we've got like 15 tickets left for Leeds, and Glasgow, we've got about 20 tickets left for Leeds. So if you want to come to the first ever UK road tour about social media for network marketing, hosted by yours truly, then go to theninjanetworker.com/event, and I would love to be able to meet you and see you there as well. So, and guys, wait until the end of tonight's live, because I've got something I need your help with, but also I've got a massive announcement that I want to basically announce, a massive announcement I want to announce to help you and your team with your business as well. And as always, if you feel like you're getting value from tonight's live at any point, feel free to do me a massive favor, and share this into your groups, into your pages, into your profiles. Invite people on, tag your teams in, whatever it might be, however they're going to benefit. So with that being said, let's talk about how to motivate yourself first. So let's be honest. You know me by now. I don't talk BS. I'm very truthful, very transparent, very honest. In this industry, there are more hard days and hard times than good ones and easy ones. All right. That's just the way it is. So it's very difficult to stay motivated. If you go to a job, guess what? You've got someone always over your shoulder going, blah, 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 do this, do that, do this, and you do the work because you're pushed to do it. In network marketing, you can't be pushed, and you can't be seen to push, because people are like, I thought this wasn't a job. I thought I was an independent distributor. I thought I could work when I want, if I want, with ever who I want, right? Give me a love heart below if that's what you kind of feel. Sometimes you feel like you have to push people, but you know you can't, because then you feel like you're their boss. And that's the whole point. You shouldn't be doing that. Give us some love hearts if that's you, if that's what you believe with this industry. Now, in network marketing, your boss is not your upline. All right? Your boss is your calendar. If your calendar is full, then guess what? Your income, your bank account will be full. All right? If your calendar is dead, then guess what? Your bank account will be dead. All right? So, for example, when I was in the heyday, when I was literally going for it hard, I was I was connecting with 20 people a day, literally on calls, 20 people a day, and I was following up with 20 people a day. Some people go, what the heck? How did you do that? But I did it. I made it happen. My diary was so full, I needed 2. That's how nuts it was. You know, when you go, they only get those calendars and every day there's like hour slots. I needed 2 because I needed to get 1 for each half hour. It was just too busy. You know what? I really wish I'd kept that diary. And guys, if you want a busy diary, you just got to do more. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. So your upline is not your boss, right? Your upline is not your boss. Your upline is your supervisor, there to hold you accountable, right? Now think about this. If you were in a job, okay, you wouldn't get away with going to work for 8 hours and expect to keep your job or get paid if you did absolutely nothing. The same applies in network marketing. If you say, oh, I'm going to do 8 hours today, and you're literally there on Audible or on your phone, reading books, scrolling through Facebook, guess how much you're going to earn? Absolutely nothing. You only should count the time spent on income producing activities. Yes, you should spend time listening to audios and reading books and attending webinars and seminars. Yes, you need to do that for your development. But is that going to make you money? No, it's not. Taking action is going to make you money. All right. So also, you want to stay plugged in. Staying plugged in, like I mentioned on last week's episode number 14. That it's like the desk fan. So with the desk fan, you're plugged in. It's plugged in. It keeps going and going and going and going. And then guess what? Someone walks past, trips over the wire. Does it stop? No, it doesn't. It slows down and 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 slows down. Eventually, but then plugs back in, and then it keeps going and going and going. That's what happens with your business, with the motivation. If you plug out of the system, you plug out of the team, you plug out of your upline, you plug out of your calendar, income, rubbish, down the drain. Guess what happens when that happens? You quit. The majority of people in network marketing quit because they have failure, they are rejected, or they see their income going from this level to this level. People just see that. They go, oh no, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. I best jump ship. No. The money in network marketing is made when you fight. Okay? So, and just do what you're supposed to do. So I want you to let me know in the comments below, and shout out to those 2 people who just bought the tickets for to the road tour. Look forward to seeing you there. Give me a comment below in the comments, and let me know who your favorite people are to go to for motivation. For example, I love listening to Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn and Big Al, they're the people that I love listening to, where I go, oh my God, these guys are just literally gold. Everything they speak is just amazing. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to shout out, see what we've got, the kind of variety that we've got. So motivating yourself, a lot of people just go, oh, just tune into Tony Robbins, just tune into Robert Kiyosaki, just tune into Big Al, just tune into Big Jim Rohn. That keeps you motivated, but it doesn't. It gets you fired up, all right? It gets you you guys, I wasn't expecting you to say that. You guys are too cool. Fiona, Nicola, Amy, Siobhan, Sarah, I wasn't expecting you to say that, but I appreciate it. So the motivational people get you fat. Jeez, there's so many. Tony Robbins, Fraser Brookes, Eric Worre, Ray Higdon, John Holowatty, shout out to the UK guys. Big Al, Mel Robbins, some good people here. Beth, legend. Emma Privilege, yes, she's a ledge. Carrie Green, Warren Ryan, husband, love it. Les Brown, oh yes, Mark, Les Brown, great shout. Fraser Brookes, Tony Robbins, Les Brown, amazing, right? Now these guys, me included, will get you fired up, but we won't be able to motivate your team or motivate yourself. We will for maybe 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, maybe a few hours. But guess what? You still have to do certain things to stay motivated. But most important of all, motivate your team, which is what we're going to talk about right now. So how to actually motivate team. Let's get actually into it. 8 minutes of pre-frame and all that sort of stuff. Let's get into it. And if you're getting value from this at any point, feel free to share it with your teams. And we're very close to my 5 things you can control to get your team motivated. Because remember, there's a certain amount you can do, but it's not up to you. You can't sponsor people for people. They have to do it. You can't get rejected on behalf of someone. You can't attend an event for someone. They've got to do it. There's just certain things that you need to do. All right. And me and Emma, I'm sure, are going to, a lot of people have said Emma P. Me and Emma are going to try and jump on a Facebook Live at some time to kind of really kick ass with this. Love a Scouser. All right. And you know what, Karen, for the actual Scousers who are watching this, I'm literally not a Scouser compared to them. I'm sure they'll laugh at that and agree with that. So, a lot of people tell me this. They say, Fraser, I've sponsored 2 people, 5 people, 10 people, 30 people, 50 people, 100 people, and none of them are doing anything. All right. And I'm here to tell you now that motivation comes from belief. All right. You're motivated when you believe in something. When you believe in something, you do that something. All right. So I want to tell you a story. There was a famous battle that happened a long, long, long time ago, and the generals were in the tent. They were just about to go to war, and there was these group of generals, and they were all saying, "Right, what we're going to do? There's more of them in this battle." And for those of you Game of Thrones fans, it's kind of relevant for this now. Winter is coming. So anyway, there's all these generals, and they're saying we need to attack them on the left, on the right, and one of them says, "We're not going to win this. The gods have already decided." The gods have already decided that we're going to lose this battle. And the general said, do you believe in fate? And he goes, yeah, that's what fate is. The gods have decided. And he said, okay, well, let me take out a coin. I'm going to flip this. Heads means we're going to win. Tails means we're going to lose. And he says, okay, yeah, I believe you. This is true. Flips the coin, lands on heads. So what happens is those generals are like, oh my God, fate. Yeah, we're going to win this. And that battle, they won. They overwhelmingly destroyed their opponents and they won the battle. And they were celebrating that night. They were getting on the booze. They were getting on the wine. They were doing the parties and all that, dancing around the fire. And the generals got together and was like, I can't believe we won that. That was incredible. And the general said to the officer who questioned it, he said, so fate obviously works. He said, obviously, he gets the coin out. And on one side of the coin is heads. On the other side of the coin is heads. He said, it's not fate. It's the belief. And you believing that we were going to win made you win. So you have to get the belief. All right. It's very, 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 very important that you get this. So if you are lacking belief, then you need to get the belief. Now, here's things that you shouldn't do to motivate your team. And guys, if you're watching this, you're thinking, I don't have a team yet. Don't worry, because you will have a team in the future. And if you're just jumping on, be sure to hang on till the end, because I've got a massive announcement and I need your help with something. So I'd love to get your feedback and your help with this as well. So do not ever force people. Never, ever, ever force people to do something. It's their choice. It's always their choice. We're looking for people who are looking. And we're sorting through the numbers of people who are prepared to actually go to work and who are prepared to actually put in the effort to build a business. Don't push people either. Never, ever, ever. You can force someone, but you can also try and push someone. Remember this, right? You cannot push a piece of string. I'm not saying that people are pieces of string, but you cannot push a piece of string. So don't try and force someone. Right? And remember again, if you think that you're going to get your team motivated by sending them Eric Worre videos and Jim Rohn videos and Les Brown videos, guess what? You ain't. You're going to get them fired up for 30 minutes and they go, oh, I'm so fired up, so fired up. I'll speak to someone after I've made my smoothie. Made the smoothie. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm not fired up anymore. Right? Simple. Right? So, now, I'm going to share with you the 5 things you can control to get your team motivated, okay? Before I do that, I'm going to ask you one last time, if you're getting value from this, please feel free to share this, tag your teams in, invite it, invite people on, whatever it might be, because I believe people need to hear this information every Tuesday at 9 p.m. I keep it as basic as I can so people can duplicate it and get it. Right, so let's get into it. Thing number 1, okay, the 5 things you can control to get your team to basically be motivated. Number 1 is help them set their goals, right? It's not up to you to set their goals, it's up to your team. But remember that, just remember that there's more money in show business than there is in being a teacher. And I'm not knocking being a teacher. It's a great profession, but there's less money in teaching someone what to do. There's more money in showing people what to do. So instead of teaching, show. So show someone how to set proper goals. You will be shocked the number of people who don't know how to set goals. You would be shocked. This training is not about setting goals, but speak to your upline, their upline, say, hey, I don't feel like I've got any realistic goals. I don't really think I've got any achievable goals. Can you help me? And then your upline will tell you, what is it that you want in life? I want to make an extra $500 a month. Why do you want to make an extra $500 a month? So I can pay my bills. Why do you want to be able to pay my bills? So I don't have to stress it. You don't have sleepless nights. Why don't you want sleepless nights? Because I want to be able to enjoy my life and enjoy the time that I'm actually awake. Okay, great. How long would you like that to take you? 3 months. Great. So we want to help you make $500 in the next 3 months. Great. Guess what's just happened there? Because you've shown someone, all right, because you've shown someone how to set their goals, because you can control that, they've written it down, they're motivated more than ever because they're like, no, I can see myself doing this. I can see myself getting this done, right? Okay? Now, what's going to happen is a large majority of people, it's fact, 80% of people, they won't do it. Or they'll do it, but they'll do it half-hearted. Forget them. Forget them. It might sound bad, but don't be hung up on, oh, I can't motivate the people who are doing nothing. Forget them. Who cares? So thing number 2, I should really think of it more than a thing. But the second thing that you can control to get your team motivated is to help them get off to a fast start. Network marketing is all about small wins. And thank you guys for sharing it. Really appreciate it. And all the love and all the kisses and all the hearts and all the comments. I always really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. It really, really does. You have no idea how much it means to me. So getting off to a fast start, right? I mean, I can take credit. I can't take credit for your success, but I am responsible and can take credit for getting you started fast. I can help. And if you don't know how to get started correctly, then watch last week's episode number 14, where I broke it through the 7 steps to success of what you should be doing to get started right. The basics, though, really is I need to help you build your list. I need to show you exactly what to do, how to invite someone, exactly what to show someone, and exactly what to expect. Now, you know I love stories, and I haven't really shared many stories in this Facebook Live, but I'm going to describe a movie to you, and I want you to tell me the name of that movie just by me describing one scene, okay? And so I hope you're ready for this. If you're ready for this game, give us a load of love hearts. Go hard on the love hearts so that I know you're ready to play this game because it needs your interaction. So this movie is probably one of the most relevant movies, in my opinion, for network marketing. This movie is my father's favorite movie. You'd be shocked to hear that this is his favorite movie, but it's actually also a movie that I've watched many, many times and I love it. And I personally believe everyone who's watched this movie absolutely loves it. So this is how you manage expectations. Okay? This is all right. People are ready for this one. This is how you manage expectations. There's this scene and this woman goes into a store. The woman looks like a certain type of woman that maybe you might expect to see on a Friday or Saturday night hanging around a street corner. And she goes into this very, very famous store, right? She goes into this very, very famous store and she basically is looking around and she's asking for different clothes. And the person behind the till, the person behind the counter, the assistant looks at her and basically says, you know, you're in the wrong store. You're not going to find what you're not going to find what you want in this store. I think you should probably leave. Right? And already people have nailed it because it's Pretty Woman, right? Pretty Woman, that iconic scene that nobody ever forgets if they've watched the movie, is exactly how you help people manage expectations. How? What do I mean by that? When you're getting someone started, people, when you're inviting them, people will laugh at you. People will tell you you're in the wrong place, you're doing the wrong thing. People will say, like, what are you doing there? Why are you working with that person? Why are you doing that thing? It doesn't work, blah, 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 blah. But guess what? You right there, you watching this, you have the last laugh. You have the last laugh when you ride up to your friends' barbecues or your friends' weddings and christenings, and you've got the convertible BMW with the shiny, the shiny black metallic paint and the cream leather. You look great because that thing that they thought and they laughed at you for didn't work. They didn't think it worked out, but guess what? It did. So you need to tell that story. Get people to watch Pretty Woman if they haven't, right? Because it's an incredible movie. That one scene alone, if you can just YouTube it, is worthwhile. Because the difference, when people laugh at you, it spurs you, it motivates you to continue on. So get people off to a fast start, get them their small win, understand, right, you built your list, well done, that's a win. You've spoke to 3 people, well done, that's a win. Don't say, oh, don't worry that didn't work, more will come. No, say, well done, congratulations, you're closer to a yes. Every no leads you closer to a yes. All right, and again, thanks for sharing this, guys. I really do appreciate it. And if you have shared it, please let me know in the comments so I can give you a shout out. The comments usually go quite fast. So yeah. Thing number 2, the third thing that you can control to motivate your team is activity-based contests. This is something that you need to do. If you're not doing it, you're missing a trick, right? People tend to have contests and recognize the winner based on results. Okay, that's where people go wrong, and this is why it unmotivates people, because if you say, for anyone who sponsors 10 people in the month of August, you're going to get an iPad, right? Great. So people straight away go, I've never sponsored a single person in my entire business, so how the hell am I going to sponsor 10 people in August to win an iPad? If you've ever felt like that, you've ever felt like you've seen a contest and you thought, there's no chance I'm winning that, then drop a heart below. Drop a heart bam, 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 hit it as hard as you feel like is necessary to get the point across that you've maybe seen a contest and you've gone, I'll never be able to achieve it. So guess what? You don't go for it. However, right? Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Karen, Ashley, Sarah, Lauren, Michelle, Sheena, Charlie, Laura, Christopher, Jade, Lucy, Ali, Victoria. It's just too many to mention. I mean, thanks guys for sharing it. Really appreciate it. So you need to have an activity that people go, they look at it and they go, I can do that. I can do that. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I can do that. Here's a really silly example, okay? I'm doing this, about to do this into my private group, the Ninja Network, which a lot of you probably heard about. Now, the activity is to have 5 conversations in the messenger and bring up the word pizza, or bring up the word banana, bring up the word social media, bring up the word, a silly word. Anyone can communicate and converse with someone literally on the phone. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, I had a pizza last night. Or whatever, or hey, what do you think of that, the last episode of Game of Thrones? I'm just using Game of Thrones because it's relevant. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? People screenshot it, say, yes, I got it out of them, or I got them to say it, right? And then they put them into a group. And then everyone's recognizing, oh, well done, activity, right? And you can step it up, okay? So you can start doing contests. You can start doing contests based around people inviting people. People getting event tickets sold, people attending live events, people listening to an hour on Audible, people doing certain things. You can have a contest based around that. Activity-based contests work, right? So, and incentivize for reaching the targets. You could do silly prizes. You could give them books. You could send them audios, you can take them out for a meal, you can get them a voucher, you can buy them an event ticket, you could do all of that. Sorry, the lighting's just gone super dark. There we go, sorry. Yeah, girlfriend's like blocking the light like this without realizing. Anyway, sorry. Thing number 4, right? The 4th thing to do. So we've got help them get their goals, get them off to a fast start, activity-based contests. Number 4, right, is a big one. And people don't do this enough. It costs nothing to do it, basically, but people do it. Now, men die for this, and women cry for this, okay? For example, recognize every single success possible. Recognition is what people strive for. Again, women cry for recognition. You see women in tears being recognized in front of their peers at the events. And men also cry as well, but men die for it. Men die for the medals in the wars. Men die for literally just to be recognized in front of their peers. There's people in my organization that went absolutely crazy to hit a rank, not because of the financial benefit, but because of the recognition they were going to receive. Ever noticed that when you go to a company event, there's more activity with the weeks leading up to company event than ever before, because people are gunning to get recognized on stage in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So you have to recognize every single success. Again, if someone gets a no from someone, recognize it. Shout out to John, who got 3 no's yesterday. Well done, John. You've up-leveled in skills and you've got closer to a yes. Well done, mate. Everyone, give him a congratulations. And he's gone from, my business is over, to, yeah, quite like this feeling. This is all right. And the last step number 5, or the 5th thing to do that you can control to get your team motivated, is do the work yourself. Do the work yourself, right? Very, very important you understand this. The speed of the group is dependent on the speed of the leader. If you're pushing, managing, your team are going to go, hang on a minute, he's managing, so guess what? I'm going to manage, right? The speed of the group is dependent on the speed of the leader, all right? New blood is the lifeblood. Getting new people all the time is what will make you the millions. If you think, right, I've got 5 people, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically help those 5 people get 5 people. And then I've got those 5 people and I'm going to help, I've had an idea. I'm going to help those 5 people get their 5 people. So now I've got 5 who've got 5, so I've got 25. I'm going to help those 25 get 5, so I've got 125. And then I'm going to help those 125 get their 5, so now I've got 625. And I'm going to help those 625 get their 5. Oh, this is, I can't sleep. This is amazing. All I'm going to do is help people get their 5. And guess what happens? No one bloody does it. It doesn't work like that, because 2 out of 10, 1 out of 5 actually is able to sponsor 1 or 2 people. The average amount of people sponsored in network marketing over all the years is 2.1. 2.1 the average person will sponsor 2.1 people. So when you say 3 get 3 get 3, bullshit. When you say 4 get 4 get 4, bullshit. 5 get 5 get 5 get 5. Oh, utter load of rubbish. But what is true is you doing the work, because you're not average. Don't stop at 2. Don't stop at 5. Did I stop when I got to 5? No. Did I stop when I got to 20? No. Did I stop when I got to 50? No. Could I? Yeah, probably. Did I stop when I got to 100? No. 200? No. 300? No. I didn't stop. Did my dad stop? No. Collectively, between me and my dad, overall, the company I was with my dad and his companies, over 2,000 people personally sponsored. And that's what duplicates, because you find the ones, okay? Now, I really want you to understand this, right? Is group momentum comes after personal momentum. Very important you understand that. Group momentum never happens like, oh yeah, I've just joined, I've sponsored 1 person, oh, my group's growing massive. Never happens. Never, ever, ever happens. Group momentum comes after personal momentum. And I want you to understand this, okay? And I've said understand this about 50 million times, and that's well over exaggerating, but I've said that a lot. People follow your feet and not your mouth. People don't care what you say, they care what you do. So start doing. If you hit the top of the recruitment charts that month, your team will try and keep up with you. If you're making 10 grand a month, your team will start trying to keep up with you. If you're there, sat back, you're traveling all over the world, doing absolutely nothing, not recruiting anyone, not doing any meetings, not attending events, not getting stuck into personal development, and not showing that, your team are going to do nothing, because they look to you. You're there, remember? You're their supervisor, as I said at the start. And if the supervisor's doing nothing, guess what? The employees do nothing. Nobody likes a supervisor who just goes, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this. The supervisor should be on the phone being the top salesman. All right? Okay. So ask yourself this question. Are you the top recruiter in your team? And if you are the top recruiter in your team, do you think your team's doing well? If you're the top recruiter and you sponsored 3 people in your team, chances are your team's not doing very well. If you're the top recruiter in your team and you've sponsored 30 people, 40 people, 50 people, and you've got people chasing behind you, chances are your business is doing well, right? And I want you to understand this. Again, I've said that so many times. And I want you to write this down on your piece of paper. The number 1 biggest asset in network marketing is this. And I want you to write this down. The number 1, but you don't have to write this part down. The number 1 biggest asset in network marketing is, if he or she can do it, so can I. If he can do it, so can I. If she can do it, so can I. So make sure you interview, you recognize all the people who are Sally Housewives, Bob the Builders, Pat the Postman, Jim from the gym, Wayne the waiter, right? Make sure you interview and recognize these people for the achievements that they've been able to get and they've been able to hit. Because if he can do it, if she can do it, so can I. That's what got me excited about network marketing. That's what got my dad involved in network marketing, and that's what gets a lot of people involved in network marketing. So how to motivate your team, the 5 things you can control, right? Because you can't control what they're going to do. You can't, but you can just focus on what you're going to do, and you keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Number 1, help them get their goals, set their goals. Help them get off to a fast start. Do activity-based contests. Recognize every success possible. Do the work yourself. And remember this, if you want more milk, go get more cows. Simple. If you want more milk, go get more cows. Right? Okay. So people have to be doing something they enjoy. Work with the people that are actually doing the work, and don't work with those who deserve your help, and not need your help. Oh, Frazer, please help me. I've spoke to 3 people last month. I'm not seeming to get anywhere. You're not doing the work. Speak to 3 people a day. Oh, but I can't find the 3 people of the day. There's 2 billion people on Facebook, mate. Go find people on there. Go attract people on there, right? Okay. And don't motivate the dead. Don't, if you've got a team of dead distributors, and I mean dead as in like doing nothing, don't try and motivate them. Go start afresh. Trust me. It's easier to give birth than it is to resurrect the dead. It's easier to give birth than it is to resurrect the dead. Don't motivate the dead. Recruit motivated people. Again, if you want more milk, go get more cows. So guys, that's today's lesson. Now I want to announce something. For me, it's quite a big thing. It's obviously not as big as the road tour, but for me, it's quite a big thing. And I want your help with this. So I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you what questions you have, right? And I want you to type them in below. If you've ever had a question to ask me about network marketing or social media for network marketing, if you have anything about that, I want you to type them in the box below. And here's why. From this point onwards, okay, from Monday onwards, okay, every Monday and Thursday, at some point throughout the day, I'm gonna be adding more content. I'm gonna be putting them onto my business page. So if you're not connected with my business page, you're gonna probably see it soon. But just search Frazer Brookes. It's the one that hasn't got the same profile picture as me. Go over there, go like me, go follow me over there, because I'll be posting. The reason why I'm posting it there is because I'm able to target other people in network marketing in the UK to really grow the message and help network marketers all over the world. So feel free to go over there. So every Monday and Thursday, there's going to be 3 to 5 minute like how-to videos on different things. I recorded one today. It was how to do a 3-way call. And what will happen, majority of the time, you'll be able to get a free downloadable PDF, okay? A free downloadable PDF, which you can, after watching the video, you can get the PDF, and it'll be a breakdown. It'll be the scripts, it'll be the guides, it'll be a tick box. It'll be like what your upline should do, what you should do. Trust me, it's going to be brilliant. So for me to be able to be relevant to you guys, I want to know what questions that you have. I want you to write them down into the box so I can come back through here and I can pick out all the questions, and I can do videos over the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, answering questions that you want answers to. And with that being said, from this point onwards, starting Sunday night, all right? So starting Sunday night at 9 p.m. UK time, right? I'm going to go live every single Sunday night, 9 p.m. UK time, here on my personal profile, doing live mentoring coaching calls. So you can ask anything. It will be based around prospecting, mindset, social media, network marketing, Facebook, anything. 9 p.m. every Sundays. It'll be like this, but it'll be interactive. You'll ask me questions and I'll answer them. All right? Guys, I am not stopping by doing one video a week to help you. I am here to ensure that each and every single one of you who are prepared to put the work in becomes as professional as humanly possible inside of network marketing. How do you do that? By listening to the right people who have been there over a massive career, have had the success, but have also taken the time and money to actually understand this. So I'll see you this Sunday, okay? This Sunday, live Q&A. All right, on my personal profile page, so get ready with your questions, okay? And then from Monday onwards, Monday and Thursday on my business page will be 2 videos a week and a guide, probably a guide a week with a little challenge for you to do. And then obviously Tuesdays, so next Tuesday, there's a lot of stuff going on here, right? And the next Tuesday here on the personal profile, I'll probably be talking about my favorite tools, my favorite tools that you can use to be able to build your network marketing business. My girlfriend's telling me to slow down, probably because I get way too excited. I've got way too excited about all this sort of stuff. So I look forward to seeing and speaking to each and every single one of you back in the comments and in my messenger. I've already seen a load of pings. Thanks again to those of you who are registered for the ninjanetworker.com/event. Looking forward to seeing each and every single one of you at that event. Got some massive things lined up for that, trust me. This is about to go, this industry, especially in the UK, guys, is about to go to a whole nother level. Trust me. And with that, see you on Sunday for the first ever live mentoring coaching session. Ask me anything. I'll see you there. Have a great night. See you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.